It's I'll take this on a different slant. In your young days, when you're fit, you don't make a lot of plans, not really. Life is pretty much as it comes, and you do the best you can with what comes your way. And you do have dreams and aspirations, some more so than others, but everybody has dreams. Man, I sure had my share. And a lot of my dreams was to sing on stage with my idols, you know, and one by one they've all died. Roy Orbison, Waylon Jennings, Hank Snow. There were others, people I really wanted to one day at least stand beside them and share a song. Not much to ask, really, but that's you see them die, the dreams die, but it's not devastating, it's not, you know, it's what is devastating is when one day you realise you're really struggling and you go see doctors and they do tests and biopsies, and then they sit there and look at you and tell you you've got 2 to 5 years and there's nothing they can do for you. And you realise immediately that any other plans you had are now right out the window. It's not like some people get told they're going to be dead in 5 years, and they go climbing mountains, they go scuba diving, they go hang gliding, parachuting out of aeroplanes. With the disease that's killing me, I can't do anything like that. I can't even go on a charity walk unless somebody pushes me in a wheelchair. And there were so many things I planned to do in my retirement, in my old age, the old age I'm never gonna attain, because my father is 88 and he's fitter than me. He's still talking about knocking walls down and things, and I imagined myself being the same when I was 88, you know. Instead of that, here I am at 63 and I need help getting in and out of a car. So there we are, we've got a pair of lungs that couldn't support a bloody chicken trying to carry this 220-pound man around, and it just can't do it. Look at me now, I'm puffed out. All I did was walk to the kitchen 20 feet away and make myself a cup of cocoa ready for bed, and it triggered a running nose and a bit of coughing and gasping for breath. And then there's the other aspect of this illness is the other people it affects. There's my family in England. It must be so hard for them having their father who they love so far away, and the cost of airfares, it's just they can't afford to come over and help look after their old dad, which I know they'd like to do, and I can't. I'd never do that blessed trip, 20 odd hours door to door, and it's not a viable proposition for me to fly back to England, and besides I've a wife and stepchildren here, and there's Andrea and Kathy, and this must be so hard on them. Their stepdad, Andrea and Danny, watching him deteriorate and become less and less capable, and wanting to sit holding hands watching TV, which is what I like to do. It just makes me feel less alone, and I know it annoys them. Kathy no longer sleeps with me because she said it's because of my snoring, but I honestly think she's afraid of laying beside me when I drop dead, and I can't say I blame her, but it does put that fear into my mind that if I do get me wish and die in me sleep, then I'm going to do it on my own. I don't know, that's probably selfish. I don't know. You can't have this illness and not talk about dying, because that's what's ahead of you, and not very far ahead at that, you know. I've only got to get a bad cold or a bad cough, and that would trigger the disease in my lungs, and it would take a downward dive, and they can't get much worse with me still being able to cope, you know. It's excuse me. I can I've stopped puffing now. I've recovered from making the cocoa. But, there's so many simple things. I can't walk and eat. I just can't do the two, and that's been the case for a long time, even before I was diagnosed. And I can't walk and talk at the same time, and again that's been for longer than I've been diagnosed. And so I was suffering with this disease before they even told me I had it. But it's just sad that there's the wind rolling in my tubes. There's poor Kathy was looking forward to growing old with her husband, me, and she's been robbed of that. Bless her. And I feel guilty for that. I know it's not my fault, but you feel guilty. You feel like you're letting people down. All the things I told Andrea we would do, all the places we would go and see, and I just can't do it. And I have to keep telling her I'm sorry, Andrea, but I just can't do it. That's enough. I think so. Good night, everybody.